Today's topic of discussion is self-respect. Unfortunately, in today's society, many guys haven't got any self-respect for themselves. They are effectively chasing after promiscuous women. They are getting violated in their marriages. They're getting their assets taken away from them. They're getting kids taken away from them. They haven't got that self-respect to be able to just walk away from a woman when she shows disrespect. So it's really, really important that you guys have self-respect for yourselves. So the first point is dignity. Now you want to maintain your dignity and self-respect at all points in time during a relationship. So whether you're in a relationship or whether you're speaking to a woman, you never ever want to lose your self-respect. So that comes before everything. So if you have a relationship with your partner, or if you got relationships with family, friends, if it gets to the point where they are disrespected and then they are effectively trying to take away your self-respect from you, you need to walk away from them people there and apply no contact to them people. Self-respect comes before everything in life, so that's really important. Do not compromise on that, because many people in today's society will just end up pushing a line and they'll just keep on disrespecting, and you cannot tolerate that. So that's part of the mindset. You guys need to get that mindset where if anybody disrespects you, you slap them with no contact, you stop communicating with them, and then you work on your purpose. So you're providing value to society. You haven't got time for any drama. You haven't got time for any stupid talk, or a lot of people just talk rubbish about irrelevant things. You got the self-respect to just walk away from those people there and to not pay them any attention. Next point is value. So you know what value you bring to the table and what value you provide to society. So with a woman, she'll effectively test whether or not you've got self-respect for yourself. So she'll give you these interest tests. She'll effectively test your level of whether or not you'll take disrespect, and she'll be disagreeable, moody, argumentative, all these kind of things there to test whether or not you have the self-respect to walk away. Because if you're a man of value, you don't tolerate any type of disrespect. You'll just walk away from those type of people. And that's very, very attractive, especially in today's society where not many guys are willing to do that because they haven't got no self-respect for themselves. So know what value you bring to the table, and do not set yourself up for anything less than that. Next point is standard. So with a set standard, when it comes to speaking to a woman for, let's say, marriage purposes, or you're just speaking to people in general, you want to maintain a set standard where if a person who you're speaking to is not trying to have a formal conversation with you, where formal or informal, but that conversation is not being held to a set standard where that person there is starting to disrespect you. It's really important to maintain a set standard for everyone in your life. So that right there creates healthy relationships. It becomes unhealthy and it becomes toxic when people are not being held to a certain set standard, and then they start to deviate from that, and then they just think that, oh yeah, just because they're being degenerate and they are on a downward spiral, that you need to follow them and go down that downward spiral as well. You need to be a type of guy where you've got a set standard for yourself, and you expect other people to have a set standard as well, and then you guys are all moving in accordance to that. So this is when it comes to even in a relationship as well. You want to hold the woman to a set standard. She cannot be trying to drop below that and starting to deviate from that. So if for example she is practicing Muslim, she's praying, she's keeping a fast, she is wearing hijab, modest clothing, and then all of a sudden she just starts to say, you know what, I don't really want to wear my hijab, I don't really want to wear my modest clothing, she doesn't really want to pray anymore. That right there, you need to let her know, look, I expect you to be up to a set standard, and you will not tolerate if she's trying to go below that set standard and she's trying to deviate from that, and she's indulging in degenerate behavior. that right there just cannot run at all, because the people you spend the most time with, so you know what the saying is, the 5 people you spend the most time with will have the most influence over you. So if these people are not being held to a set standard, your standard is going to go down as well, and then your value is going to go down with them. So that's really important, guys. And then the next point is options. So this is so important when it comes to speaking to women, or just in general as well when it comes to relationships. Never ever entertain people who do not want to provide that same level of energy and same level of effort into speaking to you. So one of the golden rules of, speaking to people for marriage is, do not speak to anybody for marriage purposes who doesn't want to speak to you. So if a woman doesn't want to speak to you, do not try and force any situation. Do not try and persuade her. Do not try and influence her. Do not try and plead with her and try and say, oh yeah, we've got this together, we've got, we've had this good memories. And then, many guys, what they'll do is they'll be in a relationship, they'll become complacent, and then they'll start to try and lock the woman into the relationship and try and get her to stay. When you're trying to do that, it's just going to be heading downhill. So if a woman pulls back on you guys, you want to make sure that you pull back your attention and your validation and then your resources. So then you let her know that this cannot run. So you will effectively move on to other women who will see the value in you and who see you as a man of value. So if that woman there, she's not cooperating with you, guess what? You'll entertain other options, and you'll speak to other women who will enjoy your time, who will enjoy your attention, and who will enjoy your good energy. So that's really important, guys. So maintain your self-respect at all times. Do not lose your self-respect speaking to anyone. So these people here, if they want to test the boundaries, you just slap them with a no contact. No contact effectively is the most powerful tool you can use on someone. So that right there, it just shows that the power of silence is just, there's no words to describe it. It's just you're just focused on you, and you're not taking any type of BS from no one. So going back to maintain your dignity and respect at all times. Know what value you bring to the table and what value you provide to society. Do not deviate from people trying to test your boundaries. Always maintain a set standard for yourself, and always maintain a set standard for other people who are around you, because they'll effectively deviate from that set standard. And then those people there, you want to limit your attention and limit your time and effort with them people. And then the next point after that is options. So if a woman doesn't want to cooperate with you, she doesn't see you as a man of value anymore, and she's starting to second guess whether or not you're someone who is bringing more to the table, then you are going to speak to other options and other women who will value your time, value your effort, and value your attention. So yeah, hope that makes sense, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.